A comprehensive case, Watson. It starts in the cellar and ends on a rooftop. So says Sherlock Holmes near the climax of the case of the Gunpowder plot. Welcome, my name is Harry Bartell, and I'm here to present two more new adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Guy Fawkes Day falls on November 5th and is one of the most celebrated holidays in England. In America, its only equivalent would be our Halloween night, but Guy Fawkes Day has nothing to do with goblins and ghosts and things that go bump in the night. It celebrates the prevention of a terrible plot to blow up England's House of Commons. I won't go into the story behind Guy Fawkes Day because Dr. Watson will explain it all as this Sherlock Holmes adventure unfolds. Denis Green and Anthony Boucher did a clever thing when they devised this story. They first reveal the original story through Dr. Watson, then repeat the story as an adventure of Sherlock Holmes. But it isn't as simple as that. Being the clever writers they are, Green and Boucher added new twists and turns that send the listener down a path of circumstances and clues that seem obvious at first, but are really devious in nature. The final solution to the case is a total twist on the original story. Here's an interesting note. Most radio mysteries were solved at the end of the broadcast when the evidence was revealed and the criminal brought to justice. Interestingly, the solution of this story is presented almost 5 minutes before the end of the show. From that point, the listener is taken forward to a second climax that brings the adventure to a close. This was unusual in the Sherlock Holmes series, which tended to follow a linear pattern in its weekly broadcasts. I say I piqued your curiosity. Well, you'll hear how Sherlock Holmes solves this crime in a moment. Anyone familiar with the original Conan Doyle stories is aware of the Baker Street Irregulars, a band of ragamuffins that Sherlock Holmes employed to help him in times of a crisis. Not only are the irregulars mentioned in this story, but you'll have a chance to meet two of them. A nice touch that moves the action forward. Here again, Green and Boucher gave Basil Rathbone a chance to play another character as well as the great detective. Today, children roam the streets of London celebrating Guy Fawkes Day, singing that famous song that's come down 4 centuries through history, "Please to remember the 5th of November." Now, without further ado, here are Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson in the case of the Gunpowder plot.
This episode from the life of Sherlock Holmes will be transmitted to our men and women overseas by shortwave and through the worldwide facilities of the Armed Forces Radio Service. Petri Wine brings you...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?